Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are getting ready to leave Montreal today and take the 5.5-hour drive down to Toronto so we can catch our plane tomorrow. But we're putting it into our map system, and for some reason Google Maps thinks it's 8.5 hours and it's taking us across a ferry and not the quickest way.
Hopefully we're gonna make it to Toronto.
Hopefully. We forced it to give us the quickest way, and I just hope like the freeway isn't closed or something. It might turn into an adventure today. We'll find out as we go.
And we take you with us to see our road from Montreal to Toronto.
We are hoping for a very unadventurous 5.5-hour drive, but we'll find out soon. Well, we did it. We finally got to our room here, the Holiday Inn downtown Toronto. Only took like 6.5 hours for a 4-hour drive. The entire freeway got shut down the other day due to an accident. And we're listening to the sports radio on the way in, or the AM radio, and they said they don't know how many days it will be closed. So that sucked. And I have terrible hair because I've been wearing a hat the whole time. But we're going to try to relax and see what we can do. It's already, God, we're supposed to get here at like 3 or 4 and it's 6 o'clock.
We are walking downtown Toronto.
Alright guys, so we finally got out of the hotel, only a couple, like 3 hours later than we wanted to. But the good news is up here in Canada it stays light out to almost 10 o'clock at night. So we have a couple hours to explore downtown here.
Toronto is beautiful. We always like it.
It is. The downtown area is pretty cool. It's a fun little walking area. We're going towards the CN Tower now, and hopefully we go from like the CN Tower, and then we're going to walk along the Waterfront to the Distillery District, which is a famous part of downtown. And we're going to show you everything we find along the way. Like really cool murals like this one. Alright, so the first cool thing we found is the McGill Street Arch, the stone arch from the former St. Andrew's Union Church, 1923.
It's so cool.
And it was moved here in 1981, so it's the last remaining arch of the burned down church.
And from here you can see another mirror on the other side.
Oh yeah, there is another mural there. I'm not sure. These are, I would guess, local musicians. Wow. All the way up. Beautiful work. All sorts of little tiny restaurants here and there. I want to try them all, but we only have time for one. So we didn't come here for it, but it's Pride Festival this weekend. Today is Wednesday and it starts on Friday. We found this cool little food truck stall area. Man, I wish we had a couple days here. Probably pretty tasty. All sorts of little food trucks and stalls. I thought Montreal and Quebec City were multicultural. We've seen Indian restaurants.
Oh, I like those masks.
The masks, those are cool. We've seen Indian and Mexican and Filipino and Chinese and Japanese food. I mean, just about every type of food you can think of so far, and we've only walked about 5 minutes.
And I'm getting hungrier and hungrier, so... Look like we're in Japan, in Shinjuku Square.
That's it, yeah.
Wow, so cute. In Shinjuku, we had the Starbucks up there, and we stayed Yeah, it's not a Starbucks,
Cars too.
but they have cable cars.
Oh, some really bad people over there.
Uh-oh, looks like
Bad people. Just showed up to spread hate of other people. Believe whatever you want, but you don't gotta show up to spread hate.
way to CN Tower. We got all these beautiful buildings we're passing by, and it's so cute.
So we took a short stop in Brookfield Plaza, or place here.
The Hockey Hall of Fame.
And it's where the Hockey Hall of Fame is. Here's a couple of jerseys that they put out here, and soon enough the Golden Knights will be here. The 2013 Stanley Cup champions, you better believe it. Yeah, Maple Leafs haven't won nothing in a while. Canadians, I'm not even sure. Check out this guy in the original, almost the original hockey pad. 1972. Ken Danby. You're right, this does look like the Portugal train station. Well, I wish it was early enough for us to go through the Hockey Hall of Fame, but it's closed. It's way too late in the day. Oh well, there's probably nothing in there from the Golden Knights anyways. Sort of a silly little statue here from the Hockey Hall of Fame. Yeah, look at these characters here, ready to get in the game. They're just getting ready to get in the game. Well, we finally can see the CN Tower. It's, if I remember right, the third tallest structure, or at one point it was. Maybe it still is. But it's really cool. I don't know if we're going up, but we're just gonna go check it out, and that's where we're gonna start our waterfront walk. We're gonna go from the CN Tower to the waterfront, and then walk down. We have. Last time we were in Toronto, we went up there and ate dinner and watched the Toronto's Blue Jays game underneath us.
And it was so much fun.
It was pretty cool.
So high.
We weren't high. You can smoke weed in Canada now, but back then you couldn't.
No, we're high up. We would see the Intercontinental Hotel we stayed in was next door, and we were on the 11th floor, and it looks like an ant compared to where we were.
What building is this?
Union Station is
the train station. Sure, we'll go see it. I'll tell you what though, our little road trip here from Toronto down to Niagara up to Quebec City to Montreal and back, had I have to plan it again, I might try to plan taking the trains, because the car was a pain in the ass, and those are further drives than you think they are, especially after traffic.
So we're gonna go now to see how the train station is.
So far, we've seen some of them. Wow.
It's pretty, it's clean.
Really pretty. Yeah.
Yes, next time if we ever come here, we're gonna take the train.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was cheaper or not compared to a car, because the car you have the rental car cost, gasoline, parking everywhere. Everywhere you put the car, you had to pay for parking.
Today we pay at the hotel, we had to pay $35 per parking, and they have two more other charges, like $285 parking crap and another parking.
Taxes on your parking.
Taxes on the parking, so it's insane. And plus, anywhere you go, you take the car from the hotel, you have to pay.
Right. So I don't know. I know. It's beautiful, baby. It's really nice. So we just decided to go straight through from Union Station, and they have all these indoor walking areas. They're mostly meant for the winter time when it's really shitty and cold out. These little skywalks. It's amazing. In Canada, you can connect so many different buildings with never having to go outside, if you know where to walk.
They show you.
Yeah, sometimes. Right now we're in the Rogers Center walking towards the CN Tower. And we're going over the train station. It's actually really hot in these indoor hallways right now. We sort of wish we would have been outside. Oh, Ripley's Aquarium of Canada. Ripley's has an aquarium. It's a little weird, but okay. All right. Well, finally back outside again and right at the bottom of the CN Tower. All right, here's the Rogers Center where the Toronto Blue Jays play. And opposite is the CN Tower, and that's how I managed to watch the Blue Jays game while I ate dinner one night. Many years ago.
It was fun, wasn't it?
It was. If you've never been up to the CN Tower and it's your first time in Toronto, I would definitely go up. Dinner at the top is very expensive, but you can just take like the tourism elevator up to the top and walk around the observation deck.
It would be like 20 bucks.
I think it's like $20 or $30. Next to it is the aquarium. Now it's the Ripley's Aquarium, like Ripley's, believe it or not.
But if you eat upstairs at CN Tower, you don't have to pay just to go view. They
True.
let you go out.
You will pay like $150 each for dinner though, Canadian.
All aboard.
So this whole area used to be the old rail yard, and a lot of the old features are still here, including the water tower, the coal tower, and all sorts of stuff. Bunch of different rail cars throughout the years. Really cool area. There's also a map right here. So Rogers Center, and this is the CN Tower, and we're just gonna walk down to the waterfront. Walk down along the waterfront, somewhere over here to the Distillery Square.
So instead of in front of CN Tower it's the aquarium. We have no time to go see. It's the condos, and that's the Rogers
Center.
The baseball center.
Yeah, the baseball stadium, the Rogers Center. Oh, always wishing we had more time to check things out and explore. But all we have time to do is walk through the old railway station.
But we're gonna go and find a nice place to eat.
So we made it down to the waterfront finally. We took a little walk around. There's a bunch of cruise boats here that do little day trips and afternoon trips and sunset trips and things of that nature. And we're gonna keep walking down the waterfront towards the Distillery District. It's a couple, maybe about a mile, maybe a little more. Depends if you walk straight, or the waterfront sort of is a bunch of old piers. So you gotta go down, over, up, over, down. It takes a while if you exactly follow the waterfront to the Distillery District, but we're gonna walk on some of them, not all of them. All right, so we're starving again, so we found My Dosa place, My Roti place, which is another Indian restaurant, and absolutely we got to give it a try. We love the Indian food in Canada. So our food came, and this place is sort of like a fast casual Indian place, which I think we need more of in the States. I got the chicken curry, looks really good. Kristen got the butter chicken.
Butter chicken.
We got that with a side of rice, and we got the roti. That's what it's called, roti. So roti is like a super thin, almost like a pancake or a crepe that's meant to dip into everything and eat your food with. Let me give this a try here. Good, baby? We need more fast food Indian in America.
Or Indian food in Vegas.
Alright, so probably not the best Indian food in the world, but for really quick, like fast food, that is delicious. And we need more fast food Indian places, I think. Well, it's about 10 at night now, and we're just gonna keep walking along the waterfront. Maybe go, we're gonna try to get to the distillery bit?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna try to get to, what is it called, like Distillery Square or something of that nature? Well, we got to the historic Distillery District, and we're hoping there would be like a happening nightlife bar scene down here, and there isn't.
What part where we're gonna go and take a
There is. There's a giant heart for a picture. Well, I guess the distillery is just an old name for this part of town because it's a lot of nice shops and restaurants, but... Oh, here's another one of those funky spiders, a little different. It's a really cool place, but I wish we came here about 8 hours ago. We saw a sign saying there was jazz in the afternoon. Must be a great spot for like brunch or something. But at night, it's a morgue. We found like a knockoff Little Caesars here in Toronto. It's hot and fresh pizza. It just doesn't say Little Caesars anywhere on it, but it says it's been here since 1967. Even the pizza boxes inside we can see look like Little Caesars pizza. That's crazy. I know it's super dark out, but this is St. Lawrence's Market. This is a really famous market full of all sorts of little vendors. It's supposed to be one of the top places to go visit in all of Toronto, but it is super late and it's closed. And we're leaving early in the morning. It's one of the places we had planned to visit, but no time. Well, we finally found the Toronto sign. Only took, God, it felt like we walked 10 miles around the downtown area. We must have missed it when we walked by it the first time, because it's really close to the hotel. It's a pretty sign.
And we changed the color.
Yeah.
Earlier was red, now it's blue. It's interesting. Let's go see. Hey, we got behind the sign. It's so cool, changing colors. A lot of people are taking pictures with the Maple Leaf Toronto. And next to it is the City Hall. I don't know if you can see anything, but it's good, the one with the clock. It's a nice atmosphere. We make it here around 11 o'clock and there's still too many people. Now we're going back to the hotel.
Ready to call it a night, baby?
And we're calling the night.
Alright guys, that's the end of our night. It's been a long day. Started with a long drive from Montreal to Toronto. Only 2 extra hours in traffic.
That was because was a big accident. Two big trucks.
And a little car?
No, 2 big trucks hit each other. Both drivers died. Was a big fire. I don't know what they carry in the truck. A little car went behind, but nobody died.
Not in the little car, but the 2 truckers died.
And they destroyed the highway.
Somehow they did enough damage. They closed down the highway in both directions. And the highway patrol up here said they have no idea when they can get the highway open, which is crazy.
Right, they
That's
said
a
at
crazy
least
accident.
a week.
All right, well, not exactly the story we should have ended the night with, but there you go.
We're still marked, and it took us like close to 8 hours, but we did it. We had a great time in Toronto. We had a great dinner. We're still full.
Yeah, and that's the end. Tomorrow we fly home early. That's the end of our little Canadian road trip on the East Coast, little French Canada, Toronto, and Niagara. Good little trip, but I say maybe if somebody asked me, I would tell them maybe take the trains or fly between the cities, because it's a little too much driving if you ask me.
Have a good night.
Night, guys.
Canada.
Thanks for watching to the end, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure. Night.